Hello, hello. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, everybody, to Mark Reid is streaming in the reading room. And I've got my usual bookshelf in the back to prove it. I do apologize about the introduction. I'm being as professional as usual. I have to keep that consistent. And so obviously I am pushing random buttons to try and make things work. But welcome anyway. This is something really new that I'm doing. I must admit, I'll be perfectly honest, I'm stealing this off another streamer that I saw. So be prepared for that. I claim no, this was not my idea. But today, so recently I've been doing things like going to a bit of Orange, and I've been doing that with Atheist Junior, and I've been doing some pretty heavy stuff. So this is sort of, I wanted to do something a bit lighter and a bit more fun, a bit more silly. I decided to go to Reddit's AITA thread and just sort of read through some stuff and you know, have a laugh at some of the stuff that, you know, because from what I understand, the situations here are sort of, you know, I fought with my brother and we both wanted this. And, you know, it's really sort of more trivial stuff. So, yeah, and welcome to everybody. Welcome, Kata. It's great to see you. Hello, Doorknobhead. Hill Hugger. Fantastic to see you. I want to go through, and maybe this will go nowhere. Maybe it'll just be terrible experience for everyone concerned. But I do want to give it a go and see what we find in the belly of the beast that is Reddit. Yeah, I totally agree, Doorknobhead. It's sort of, yes, taint would be an accurate description. Absolutely. But I also thought, hey, maybe we could apply some morality to it. Maybe we could apply some secular humanism to these situations or something. Probably not. It's probably something that, like, everybody is awful, but, you know, let's find out together. I think that would be awesome. What I'm probably going to do, and has everyone heard of this, like, Am I the Asshole? It's basically where, if you haven't heard of it before, it's basically where people will post situations. And it's funny because, like, you sort of have in your mind, like, you obviously know if you do something wrong. No, not so much. Not really. I guess you'd like to think that you're always in the right, but there are those situations like, was I the problem there? You know, like, what would be a good example? Like, you're returning something or something, and someone's a bit snarky, so you return it in such a way that's really inconvenient or something like that. You know, and you're like, hey, you know, am I the asshole here? Probably, yeah. I think we all can do this upon occasion. But let's begin. Let's get into it. Let's look at this stuff and see just how ridiculous this can get. Okay, so this is Reddit's Am I the Asshole? And you know what? I came up with the name. I thought AIMBOT was really catchy and really clever, and, you know, that's basically, am I morally bankrupt or them? So I thought that was funny. And yeah, and I'm just testing my mute thing so you don't hear my keyboard clacking away. So I will mute occasionally. I'm trying to hook my wife into doing things for me for my YouTube, which is kind of unfair. Maybe I'm the asshole. Maybe, yeah, I'm trying to get her to do my thumbnails. She's really good at it, but she doesn't believe it. Yeah, thanks, Donald. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I did realize that, but thank you. Yes, mute works. It's enslave the wife. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Slavery of the wife to do thumbnails and promotion for me. Sure. She's lovely. She's really shy as well. So oh, thank you, Kata. And hello, Bree. It's good to see you. Yeah. So let's see. And this is the first one. Look, I haven't seen these before. I got to admit, I haven't vetoed or, you know, read it. I have not screened these postings. All right. She's actually, yeah, absolutely. So this first one, look, if these are weird and terrible, I haven't looked at them honestly. This is we will get this through this together. We will watch these together and make a decision about who is morally right and wrong. Ace Solom, good to see you. Am I the asshole for going against my wife's wishes when purchasing our first home? We started the home searching process 3 months back, and this has run into some problems. My wife has 3 kids, and while they are not biologically mine, I still care for them, though they are. Is this relevant? Like, is that okay? Does it matter? Like, well, I guess we'll find out if it matters. So when purchasing a home, I obviously have to look for something big enough to house 5 people and the pets. You could have just said that you had 3 kids. That's fine. You don't have to point out that they're not yours. I'm not sure how the loan is 100% in my name because her credit is still not great. She's working on it though. None of this really matters too much, but they are little details regardless. Okay, well, if it doesn't really matter, why are you putting it in the... All right, it's not going to matter, but I'm going to take the time to tell you about it. Sure. So many words. So look, Dawn, I know you have problems with reading, mate, but we'll get through this together. Don't worry. We'll just look. I'll read it out like it's an audio book. You don't have to read it. I'm reading it out for you. All right. Well, now when we were originally searching, a 4-bedroom is what we discussed. That way the kids could all have their own rooms. Okay. But I found a 3-bedroom that is absolutely gorgeous, and I truly fell in love with it. It's a good-sized house, but bedroom size are decent, bigger than the rooms we have now. So I don't see an issue with the girls sharing a room like they are currently. They are still young anyhow. This house is 85K less than the market value currently, and I feel the need to jump on it. Something about the home is just drawing me in, and I can't stop thinking about it. Well, okay. My wife hates it. Okay, not the house. She thinks that hate's a strong word there. She thinks the house is gorgeous as well, but she is concerned about only being 3 bedrooms. She says she doesn't want her kids sharing a room there in childhood life because it's not fair and they deserve their own space. Okay. And I totally get that. Realistically, I could just build an addition in the future or finish up the basement at some point to add an extra bedroom. Currently, it's a dirt basement, but I can redo it. Look, I don't know. I don't know what the obsession with basements is in the US. I think because we don't have basements over here. But yeah, he's basically saying, okay, well, I could, build an addition or do the basement. I ran these details by my wife, but she just looked disgusted at a basement, disgusted. She said that I was going back on her plans and she was going to have to deal with the backlash from the kids because they're excited about getting their own space and said I put her in a bad spot. She also made a comment about, I don't feel comfortable putting a bunch of my money towards something that doesn't even fit my family's needs. But I'm dead set on this house and she thinks I'm an arsehole because she's not seeing it the way I am. Am I the arsehole? ETA? ETA, is that expected time of arrival? Well, yeah, but that doesn't really fix the content. Is that edit the asshole? I don't. ETA, what? So he's just going ahead with the house anyway? Clearing out some of the confusion on the money aspect of this, I've seen a lot of comments accusing her of not financially contributing, despite me saying she is pulling out of financially helping me, providing I go for this house. Is that what he said? Did he say she was pulling out financially? I've seen a lot of comments accusing her of not financially contributing, despite me saying she is pulling out of financially helping me, providing I go for this house. She works full-time, overtime, whatever. She owns her own real estate business and is fantastic at what she does. She makes more money than me, almost 30K a year to be exact. I presume that's in American, like US dollars. Okay, so she doesn't want this house and she's basically saying, well, oh, she doesn't feel comfortable putting a bunch of money towards something that doesn't even fit my family's needs. Yeah, I think that wow. So I wanna I want to get everyone's feedback in this, and sort of get your ideas and everything. Oh, Surgeon, how you doing? Good to see you, Sunflower. It's always good to see you, mate. Um, yeah, okay. So here's my take on it. Here's my take, and this is just my take, and this is great because this is sort of just this hasn't got the implications of what we were looking at last time in our stream was sort of how um, abortion and these really heavy topics. So this is just meaningless kind of thing. But I think he is the arsehole. I think he's morally bankrupt because she's basically said, okay, this is what I want. Now, if you've got something you want, I don't, why are you telling her, hey, I want this house? It doesn't matter what you want, but I want this house kind of thing. Can't you find a house that is suitable for both of you with 3 bedrooms? The thing that gets me, okay, the thing that gets me is owns her own real estate company. Didn't it say that? She owns her own real estate business. Like, won't she be able to find a house that you like? Um, like, I guess it's not like I don't think she thinks you're an asshole because she's not seeing it the way I am. I think she sees you as an asshole because you're not taking the needs of her into consideration. Like if she needs a bedroom for each of her children, I think that's fair. I think that she has the right to do that. And buying a house is it's a really big investment, and it's a really um, it's a really no. I agree, Kata. What's the bet that this place has a man cave or something? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Or maybe it's just financial. Maybe it's that the house, as he says, is 85k less than the market value currently. Um, but but Yeah, but the whole point is that when you're buying a house, you're going to be in that house for a long time, and I think it's really important that you get a place that both of you like. Oh, hello, Amanda. It's so good to see you. Um, like both of you enjoy, you're comfortable in. If you're not happy there, it's going to be horrible, like horrible. Um, I know that when my wife and I bought our property, she fell in love with it. I liked it. I thought it was a wonderful property. Yeah, I'm feeling that, Bree. You marry a realtor and then don't trust their judgment. It's sort of like it, it's kind of like marrying a car salesman and then buying an absolute lemon, right? Like you should absolutely trust their judgment. Um, so that's the situation, and what I want to do. Um, and just bear with me one sec. Look, talk among yourselves. Okay, so I'll go. Yeah, look, this is a professional channel, and you're just mocking a professional at their job, all right? So what's this in time? No, hey, we have standards over here, Doorknob Head. It's not in time. We have higher standards than that. Thank you. Hopefully Nick doesn't show up. That'll be awkward. So yeah, this is. I think that he's got a idea of, oh, I want something that is financially suitable, or else he wouldn't be mentioning how it's less than the market value. I think that he's looking at it financially and she's looking at it in a utility perspective. And if you can't align those two, you're going to have problems. Maybe some more communication over what happens. But it sounds like he sort of agreed that, hey, it's the utility that we're after, right? It's the bedrooms that we're after. And then he changed it to, well, this one's 85K less than market value. I feel the need to jump on it. Okay, but you are changing the aim of what you originally set out to do, which was to have a house that your entire family is comfortable in. And yeah, I somebody said earlier, I absolutely agree that the fact that he sort of said, hey, the kids aren't mine is kind of telling, in my opinion. That he doesn't feel like he feels like the financial will override the needs of the kids, and so he's not that invested in the kids. So that's my take on it. Have him live in the base, have him live in the yard, like just toss him out. No, look, for a lot of these, we don't know these people. Like, we have no idea who they are. We've got no idea their motivations. But I think it would just be fun to sort of, these people are anonymous. We can just make sort of judgments, moral judgments, without knowing all the details. There could be a lot of stuff going on here, but I think I agree with everybody. There you go. And the people have spoken. Popular opinion says, yes, the original poster. You're being a bit of an asshole, mate. I won't click on the ads. I'll spare you from that. Am I the arsehole for not telling someone I was the co-author on the research paper they mansplained to me? What? Sorry, what? What? How would you be for not telling someone I was the co-author on the research paper they made? Look, this happens a lot more than you'd think, right? Somebody who has written. Look, I saw this happen to who was it? Dr. J. Bundy in logical, probable, plausible, ropeable, tiratable, horrible, whatever his name is, Maddox's stream, where basically they were telling him about the research of the Lenski labs when Dr. Bundy worked in the Lenski lab and produced some of the papers they were talking about. One guy actually told him that he didn't understand the papers that he wrote, which was just one of the most hilarious things ever. I found that just ridiculous. So this happens more than you think. Or sad for not that. Well, let's find out the details. I think you're making a hasty conclusion there, Doorknob Head. Hasty. You've got to understand the context, right? So the important details: I, female, 30, received my PhD a few years ago. It sounds like a dating profile. Yeah, female, 30, looking for love and credit for the work that they've done. Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, sometimes, you can't. It's all well and good to say, hey, someone's mansplaining to you. You should just stand up and say, please don't mansplain that to me. But you're talking about somebody in a professional environment. That's sometimes you can't do that, without irritating your boss and I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that sometimes it may be easier for the person just to let them do their thing. And I'm not saying that's right, that they shouldn't have to do that. But sometimes that's the situation, right? You would rather not have to explain to your big okay, all right, Doorknob, I'm gonna kick you. Wait, have I given you a wrench? Bloody well hope not. I'm gonna. Okay, so I received my PhD a few years ago and since been lucky enough to have a teaching position at a university that allows me to research and publish. My field is fairly specialized and niche. As a woman color, I believe that's supposed to be a woman of color. Yeah, I agree, Kata. Sometimes it's not safe to tell men. Sometimes they will take it very badly. So yeah, as a woman color, let's just say I've had my fair share of proving I deserve a seat at the table. Sure, it's half the work for us. I have no interest in debating this reality. Fight with the wall. Fair call. Depending on how this stream goes, I might be doing that later. I've got no idea. But yeah, I get that women in color, women color or women of color are they have trouble. It still is some stigma or some kind of bias against that. But I get it. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, met up with some academia friends who brought along other friends. One being a 28 male, thought it was $28 million guy, currently doing his master's in the same field. Mutual friend mentioned we're in the same field and that opened up the floodgates. Cool. All night it was like I was taking an exam on the basics of my field. Oh. Then he brought up an interesting paper he read in class the other day. I recognized it immediately. One I co-authored with two others. He proceeded to annoyingly explain it to me and I interrupted at one point to correct him. He tried to say I was wrong and I just don't get it. Oh, that's terrible. Eventually a friend says, dude, a friend cut in and says, dude, it's literally her paper. You don't know what you're saying. Oh no. Guy clearly becomes embarrassed and starts fumbling over words, rolls his eyes and says, you could have told me. He didn't even look at me for the rest of the night. Later, a friend texted me and said I was kind of rude not to tell him about my credentials in the beginning, or at least telling him it was my paper when he brought it up, and it was embarrassing for him to correct him. Some other friends agree. So am I the asshole for not telling him? Okay. AITA, to address some common comments. A few of you have heard this story before, and I must have copied it. Why is that your takeaway instead of, wow, men sure do think women are below them a lot? Thank you for the overwhelming support. What's ATA? What? Somebody tell me. It's not estimated time of arrival. This is weird. Like, I don't know of any other things except for estimated time of arrival. Yes, so it's a separatist group in Basque, in Western France. So that's what ATA is. It's a separatist group in France. Yes. Thank you for the overwhelming support. I think it's wild how I didn't even have to paint the full picture for many of you to catch on to that. Well, that's giving it away. That's spoiling it. Yeah, okay, so it's... Yeah, I don't... I think that from what I can read, everyone the arsehole? Yeah. Edited to add. Thank you, Kata. I know I can write nitty. I love you, but you're... I'm reading chat. I am. Yeah, well, did someone tell me that before? Have I gone blind and possibly dumb? No, but thank you. This is my friend. She reached as X and X and ran with it. My friend introduced me this way because many pointed out it's weird and arrogant to introduce yourself as Dr. X, PhD, professor, researcher, and author. Yeah, it kind of is. If you've got all of those labels with you, I do agree with her. I really do. Hello, Hannah. It's so good to see you. Hello, Tux. Greetings, Tux. It's good to see you as well. There's some awesome people here, and I'd love to see your opinions on it. Yeah. So, my thoughts are, I don't think she's the asshole. I think she shouldn't have to explain who she is. And it sounds like she may be a very humble person, you know. And he starts talking about the paper, and you know, well, why should you feel like you have to say, "Hey, I co-wrote that paper," kind of thing? It sounds like he. You know what? I feel like this is a guy who felt insecure in his knowledge. Like, if he's asking you about the basics, like if you're an insecure person and you go out for drinks, kind of thing, that's where they went, or they went out for some reason. They just met up with some friends, kind of thing. And you hear somebody in your field, you immediately try to make it sound like you're the expert in that field to your friends, right? That's probably what he is doing. He feels insecure. So a lot of this, I think, is insecurity and not her. It's got nothing to do with her. And so I think that maybe he has to acknowledged in some way that he's wrong. Like, why isn't he happy? If he like talks to the paper, right, and if he thinks it's an interesting paper, you've got one of the co-authors in front of you. I mean, how awesome is that? He should be like, all right, I think he should be like, hey, that's great. I can talk to you about this paper because you co-wrote it. I can get so much information. No, I'm thinking he's the asshole. And then he said, "Oh man, she embarrassed me." No, sir, you embarrassed yourself. You embarrassed yourself. And if you are an expert in the field, like you're sort of claiming to be, you know, you would acknowledge that she had an opinion. Maybe. Is there any requirement that she explain who she is? I don't think so. Maybe she is very humble. She sounds very humble. Maybe she didn't feel like she had to explain that she co-wrote the paper. Maybe she felt like he should take her comments on and treat them with the respect they deserve instead of being an ass about it. Maybe she didn't tell him because he was sort of asking her very basic questions about the field that they share. I don't know. You know. Well, I mean, it was embarrassing for him to correct him. Does that mean she should just be quiet and not correct him? Some other my an asshole for not telling him. No, I don't think so. I'll put it up to the people. I'll put it up to the people. Just to let you know, Talk Among Us, Doorknobhead wants to know about the weather. So give him a long and detailed explanation of the particular weather in your area, because that's what Doorknobhead wants. So please do that for Doorknobhead. He loves it. They love it. They love it. Just do it now. Hello, Gur. How you doing? Humidity 35%. Okay. That's getting wet, getting a little wet. 35 degrees. That's pretty hot. What? Where are you, Kata? What? Where is it? 35 degrees Celsius and 35 humidity. That's not that great. 2 degrees Celsius. Oh, come on, Monk. Come on. That's just too cold. That's just too cold. Yeah, look, I realize they're going to mess up the poll. The poll isn't, it's not the it's not the serious research that you think it is, mate. I don't think we're going to solve world hunger with this poll. I'm sorry, mate. It's not the amazing thing that you think it is. Why can't you write hashtag? What's going on here? I feel like I'm in a crazy room. This is awesome. It's just fantastic. 32 freedom units. Look, surgeon, don't give me that. All right, don't give me that. Yeah, you're still doing it wrong there. You gotta sort that out. No, I don't know. I feel like this kind of stuff goes on all the time. Maybe that is coloring my opinion of this. Maybe it would have been better. It would have been better to take him aside and say, okay, I realize that you're in this field and I'm in this field, but this paper is my work, and you're going to embarrass yourself if you keep telling me what my work is. I feel like he still wouldn't have taken that very well. You know what I mean? Maybe it was because it was in front of everybody. Yeah, big bad mama. How you doing? Love you too. Oh, Bunjalung Company. Oh, Bunjalung. Oof. Nimbin, Queensland. I believe that's Queensland. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, so that's getting up towards rainforests and absolutely gorgeous places of Queensland. If you're not familiar with Queensland is like the Florida of Australia. No lie, it is like the Florida of Australia. It's a place pretty awesome. Yeah, so maybe she could have sort of taken him aside, but why is hers the responsibility for that? Why is her responsibility to save his feelings kind of thing? I don't think it's her responsibility. I think that if he wants to act like an ass, then the embarrassment is kind of his cause, right? If you're going to go around and sort of tell people where it's at, and then get corrected, you should have a bit of self-reflection and go, well, I really was throwing my weight around. But on the plus side, you've got someone there who's written the paper. You've got a lot to learn. So why he couldn't learn Gerstreams? Yes, all gay. Good to see you. The Gerstreams is morally bankrupt. I've been there. It's a den of villainy and crime. It really is. I mean, I'm going back. I wouldn't stay away, but in fact, I think the best thing about it is that it's a den of villainy and crime, actually. So, but yeah, I highly recommend dens of villainy and crime. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Especially Gur's one. Yeah, Gur, you're popular, Gur, for all the wrong reasons, but you are popular. I'm going to end the poll. Gur wins poll. Gur definitely wins. No, I love Gur. Gur is amazing. He is An amazing guy. I love him so much. I think we all love Gur. I think Gur's like the little brother that you kind of, you absolutely adore. And Gur's like, you're not incorrect. I am morally bankrupt and love every second of it. Yeah, thanks, Gur. Thanks, Gur. Gur can't say that. Yeah, Gur has won something. Yes, yes. But yeah, I think you've got to take a certain responsibility if you're going to go around throwing your weight around. That weight may be thrown in the gutter by somebody that knows more than you. I think that is a risk of going around telling people what's up. Sometimes somebody's going to tell you what's up. Hey, and I've been wrong before. People are wrong. Everyone's wrong at some point. Just get over it. And look, the great thing about being wrong is that you learn something that's right. And if you can't be man enough, and I'm gonna use that sort of facetiously a little, but just only a little. If you can't be man enough to say, hey, I'm wrong, but I have somebody I can learn from here because they're a black woman, then screw you. Screw you. That's your fault. Don't blame her for embarrassing you. That still means I'm wrong, Doorknobhead. Me being wrong about being wrong means that I've been wrong on occasion. So you're only reinforcing my point here, buddy. You're not arguing with me. Yeah, I don't know. Being polite or embarrassed. Look, it depends. I think that maybe if he hadn't been such a douche about the questions in his field and, being high and mighty, I think he may have, saved his face by sort of going. But if he's going to do that, I don't see why you should be doing him any favors. Really? Okay. Do I want to be in an LPP video? Do I want this for myself? Maybe. I don't know. Actually, let's play around with the views here. Does this look better? Should I have a poll on this? I think I feel better about this. I feel better about this with me being in the corner. Yes, yeah, I feel better about this. It's a lot easier to read. Actually, just my name. Well, you know what? Just build up my expectations and then just crush me. Just crush me. Let's have a poll about having a poll about it. I think that's actually a good idea. Is there a limit on polls asking for a friend? Do we have a poll limit on YouTube? I'm just asking for a friend. Look, I've discovered the poll function and I'm not pulling out now, okay? I'm committed to this poll idea. It took me 2 minutes last night to find out how to do it. I have to use it now. Oh, I know the no answer is Gur. I know it is. Like, don't tell me it's not. I know that's Gur saying no to the polls just to make me upset. I know it is. I can sense it. And yeah, no, I think Nitty, you were doing a stream afterwards, or you want to do a stream with Tux afterwards. Definitely don't Tux. We definitely link it and everything, and I'll be on by at least for a little bit because I don't want to go for this for too long. I only want to go for an hour and a half or something like that. I discovered the poll randomly in a stream a few weeks back and abused the hell out of it right there and then. Okay, so abuse of your poll. Yes. Is that what they're calling it, Gur? Poll abuse. Yeah. No, I get you. I mean, it's about time, but hi, Maya. It's so good to see you. Maya was on a stream with me and Atheist Junior last night Eastern time, so that was good. That was really good. And we were talking about a really heavy topic, so it's really good to do something light. Well, looks like the yeses have it, I suppose. Oh, look, Maya, you're amazing. You're awesome. No one's putting up with you. We enjoy your company, and we enjoy what you've got to say. No one's putting up with you. I'll leave the poll going for a little bit longer. I do want to do some little bit of house cleaning while we're doing that, but we will move on to the next one in a second, and we won't be going for too long. But yeah, I just wanted to do something really light and stupid, and just not heavy and all of these really heavy political and theological questions. This is just, talk to people, enjoy your company. And these are so, I feel like all of these, just some more communication and empathy, right? Would empathy help these people? I think it would. Just saying, hey, what would they be feeling right now? How would they be feeling? And just a bit more communication. Oh, Kata, you would be wonderful on panels. Like if you ever need to be on a panel sometime, definitely send me a message and I'll invite you up. I would love to see you. I would love to see you give voice to what you think. I mean, you do in text, but I'd love to see you give audible voice to what you think. I think it's a very empowering thing. I think I didn't realize how empowering sort of getting in front of a YouTube community was until I started doing it. I think it's very empowering, but it is scary, right? It is scary. And Randolph, so good to see you, mate. I feel like I haven't talked to you in ages, and I apologize. Oh, of course, Kata. I would love to see you up there, but when you're comfortable with everything, because it is scary. You're putting yourself out there. All I can say is that this community is absolutely wonderful. It is beyond anything I expected. The community is absolutely incredible. Some of the most wonderful people I've ever met in my life, and I'm not saying that just to suck up. That is something that I have found. Yeah, absolutely. We need more female voices in the community, Maya. That is something we need. I think we also need, because I love debating. I think we need more female debate people as well. People to give their perspective in a debate in a sort of ordered way. Yeah, I think there's a big market for that as well. I think there's a big sort of, that most of the people you see in debates are men. Even as Maya has rightly pointed out, most of the people you see are men talking about women's issues, and it would be great to see more women and more. I was going to say minorities, but women aren't a minority. They're actually the majority, which is weird. Hi, James Wolf. Speaking of an awesome community, here's James Wolf in. Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. You're just going to have to prove that you're not a robot. So I don't know how difficult that is for you, Kata. But more womansplaining. Yes. Yeah, no, I get that the YouTube apologists can be absolutely awful, Maya, but I think that it's completely subjective. It's because I like debate and I see a lot of men in that sphere. I don't know how many women want to do debate. I wouldn't force them to, of course. I just it's something I would like to see, and we're going to continue the polls because the yeses have it. Okay, so next one. Yeah, absolutely. So when I mean minorities, I'm sort of including women in that, but I don't mean other minorities. I think that people who are, non-binary and intersex and trans people and, just all the voices out there. So thanks, Randolph. Thank you, Randolph. Just all the voices out there who we usually don't hear from because they are a legitimate part of our community, our society. What I really dislike is people going, "Oh, them, the trans, the them." No, they're us. They're all us. Every part of it is just us. We're all a part of this society, and hearing and seeing the people that usually aren't in the spotlight, it's fantastic. I love it. So moving on, because look, every time I try and do a light, easy stream, I always get dragged down into really heavy topics and start making. This is a light stream with no serious political or religious context. All right, stop it. Stop making me think about things. I wanna have a light stream. You're right on the mark, Randolph. I will. Your puns are still on point as usual. Okay, am I the arsehole for asking my ex-wife to stop making my kids jealous and flaunting? What? Stop making my kids jealous and flaunting what? Okay, so let's go on because that is a weird title to start with. Weird title. So I've, a male, 38, been divorced from my ex-wife, female, 35, for 10 years. Okay, and we have 2 kids together, male 12 and male 10. I remarried a year later while she's still single. I remarried a year late while she's still single. Oh, so his ex-wife is still single. Right, got it. I have 3 further kids. Female 9, female 7, female 3. Okay, is that with her? No, that's 2 kids together. So this is with the new wife? I have my sons over every weekend. About 4 years ago, maybe, my ex-wife opened up an online business and she's been making 6 figures. Okay, I'm not sure how that's relevant, but sure. While my wife is a stay-at-home mum and I make $30K to support our family. Okay, cool. That's not a problem. That's all right. Look, I stole it from someone else, so feel free, mate. Like, totally stole it from some. Look, I'm not gonna like do a moral stream and then lie about stealing this bit. Like, seriously, that would be hypocritical. So you can imagine how this difference has affected our 2 households. They live in a gated community, and as far as I understand, a gated community is because I don't think we kind of have that over here. It's kind of a sectioned off, rich community. Is that right? Can someone from the US tell me? How'd the bot find this? It's the AI overlords. And I, for one, personally welcome our new AI overlords. Look, those bots are going to rule the world one day. So, everyone that's blocked them, yeah, you're in trouble. So can I just get something? Yeah, that's what okay, that's what a gated community is. Okay. So yeah, it's just really weird. And so these gated communities, are you allowed to just drive through them, or can you not go in them at all, kind of thing? You're prevented from traveling into that part of the thing, or is it they just do checks at the start and go, okay, well, what do they actually prevent the poors from entering these areas is what I'm asking. If you're familiar with gated communities, David, can you tell me whether they actually invite only? So it's basically just, wow, all right. So even the roads are private property kind of thing. All right, that seems weird to me. Huh. Yeah, I suppose we have blocks of units over here with their own, but yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. That's a bit weird, but sure. Okay. All right. Well, she drives a 2022 RSQ3. I don't know what that is. I presume it's a car because she's driving it, but I don't know cars. I'm sorry. I don't know cars. Look, Donob, you're already on thin ice, mate. Don't tell me to fuck us. Don't. And she and our sons go on 2 extravagant holidays a year. So that's the two kids, the males, obviously, because they're sons. But look, I'm just trying to pass this. Okay, it's some of these are hard to read, obviously, for me. My sons came over this weekend and started telling me and the girls they're going on a Disney concierge cruise over in the summer. Okay. My daughters started crying, saying, "Daddy, we want to go." And when I looked online for the prices, they're priced at $5,000 per person. Yeah. It's been all they've been talking about nonstop. I feel like their wealth is being shoved down our throats when we can barely afford heating this Christmas. It's hard not to be hateful. Hateful? But I sent her a long text saying, "Stop trying to make us feel less than." I also told my sons in private, "Please don't mention holidays or gifts around the girls." She replied with saying it's not her problem how we feel, and when she does nice things for the boys, me and my wife are the last people on her mind. Am I reading this too much, or am I the asshole for saying she's spiteful? Oh, this one's a bit more complicated, I think. This one's a bit more complicated. I think so how old are these girls? So 9, 7, and 3. Yeah, so they're pretty young. They're pretty young. What do you think, chat? Do you think? Yeah, lots of hate in these Reddit posts. I think they're and I think with divorce you're going to run into these situations like this. I think hate's a very strong word. I wouldn't be hateful, kind of thing. I wouldn't hate her. She's doing well for herself. She started up an online business. Good for her. Good for her. Right? Yeah, I think she's yeah, I think she's just sort of taking the male kids, and the male kids are telling the their step siblings, I suppose is the correct word. Step siblings? No, half siblings, because he's still the father of all of them, that they're going on this thing. Hate is kind of silly. Yeah, I guess, Donna, it's I think there's some deep-seated problems with hate. Let's have a look at what other people are saying. You're the asshole. You apparently spawned more children than you can afford. Okay, well that's kind of tumbleweed loner. You're being very, very mean to who posted this? Throwra 49953s. So the wife should not be a stay-at-home mum and said she should. But look, this crowd is like savage. This is savage. Yeah, instead of the wife, staying home with a 3-year-old, they should be out working. Fuck them. Like, what the hell? I don't understand. Wow. Yeah. So now it's just gotten to a debate about childcare, which is not really what it's about. Am I the asshole for saying she's spiteful? Yes, because she's not being spiteful. She's not being spiteful, right? Saying she's spiteful. I don't think she's being spiteful. I think she's just living her life, and it sucks. It sucks that your daughters are upset because your ex has a better life than you. It sucks. Like, I totally get that it sucks, but you're going to have to talk to your daughters and explain that the world is unfair, and that sucks for a 3-year-old. It's bad, but expecting, and look, she didn't even do anything wrong. It's the boys that told them, and saying to the boys, hey, maybe take their feelings into account is a good idea. I think you're not doing anything wrong there, unless you're demanding the boys don't talk about this thing, because obviously the boys are excited, but she's done nothing wrong, has she? Let's find out. And again, tell Doorknob Head how your weather has changed. Look, you asked for this, Doorknob Head. You asked for this. So while I'm typing this out. Pain don't hurt. Big Bad Mama, I don't. Yeah, and Canadian Atheists, Randolph has mentioned their Discord. I've been on there for quite some time. It's a cool place. I can certainly say that. So if you do want a nice casual Discord to join, it's a very chill place. No, look, James, Doorknob picks on me. Like, he really does. He's trying to disrupt my stream. Stop him. He's trying to disrupt my stream. Jealousy is a curse. Yeah. Jealousy is a curse. I'd like to know what you mean, triumphally. Triumphallic. Why do I feel like you wanted to write triumphallic? Too much information. No, Randolph, stop. Nobody's honoring you. Stop. It's fine. It's fine. I like your Discord. It's very chill. You think they think the ex is being awful as well? Flavoring. Yes, you're putting doorknob flavor into my stream. I'm not sure I approve of this. I think that yeah, okay. So I think maybe she could be a little bit more supportive about with the guy to sort of help the girls feel less like a povo, as we call it over here in Australia, a poor. I mean, he's not even that poor. He makes 30K. It's. I mean, it's not fantastic, but yeah. What about having Godless Girl on your stream? If she, yeah, Big Bad Mama. I'm happy to have Godless Girl. I think I'm going to talk to her on Ger's stream. Actually, we were talking about just having a sort of conversation kind of thing. I mean, she doesn't even have to tone it down a notch at all. Like that, that's fine. I'm good with Godless Girl. I don't really have a problem with her. He's an X for a reason. Yeah, absolutely, Hannah. I think that maybe this sort of, I mean, I guess it's not really jealousy. I guess if you do split up with somebody, and then they do really well for themselves, is it normal to have some sort of resentment? Um, I'm just thinking in my relationships that I've had previous to my marriage, I think I would be happy if they sort of when they moved on to sort of be happy and have a good life and things like that. I think that I wouldn't begrudge them for that. I don't think I've had a relationship where I've sort of gone, well, I hope they end up on the street kind of thing. I think that the breaks in my relationship, it's been, well, hasn't worked out, devastated. But then again, I don't really get sort of vindictive at people a lot. Not a lot. I mean, I still do. I'm not perfect, but I guess I try not to. And I guess all the people that I've loved before, I've just sort of said, well, I hope I hope they do well, and I hope they're happy, kind of thing. Um, am I the asshole for saying that? Damn it! Now I've got to post on Reddit asking. Ugh. When I break up with someone, they're dead to me. Okay. I mean, if that's the way you deal with it, sure. That's I get that some people, they need to absolutely cut that person out of their life if they've been in a relationship, and that's fine. That's not a problem. I totally get it. It's your choice, but um, I think it's a lot harder if obviously you've got kids with somebody. It makes it so much harder. And there's a thing. Surgeon General. Yeah, well, no, that's not necessarily true, mate. I don't think exes are just drama. I've had a couple of exes who I've stayed with. I mean, we've drifted apart, but we still sort of still have stayed friends, kind of thing, afterwards. Um, I don't think it's always drama. But yeah, if you are having drama with an ex, why keep them around? I think that's absolutely true. I think that if you have been in a relationship with somebody and there is a huge amount of drama, yeah, you absolutely should sort of cut ties. But then again, if you have a friend and there's a massive amount of drama all the time, I think exactly the same thing. Hello, Amy. Welcome. It's really good to see you. I am not perfect. Please, don't make me take your wrench away for telling me. No, I'm not perfect. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, that's not true, mate. You can be in a relationship and you just have different goals. For instance, there's no drama about it. You just realize that you have different goals, or um, I mean, I was talking at one point about a girlfriend that I had, and she was a dancer at Western Australia Performing Arts. She was really, really cool, and I don't know. She just sort of went away to Canberra, the capital, and then broke up with me when I got back, and there was no real problems with the relationship or whatever. It's possible that she like cheated on me while she was away and just broke up. I don't know. It was just, sometimes you just get dumped. It happens. And I was sad for and upset and devastated for a while. But I never wished anything bad on her. Absolutely not. Hey, Doorknob Heb, that is not Amy Newman's move. She stole that from somebody else. I guarantee you someone has left themselves on mute before her. I guarantee it. Don't peddle lies in my chat. Don't peddle lies in my chat. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my brother off when he berated my daughter for not changing her cousin's diaper? Okay, I gotta pass this for a second. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Am I the asshole for telling my brother off when he berated my daughter, so her uncle, for not changing her cousin's diaper? Why do I feel like this should have like my cousin's husband's sister's former roommate? You know what I mean? Like, context. Oh, we love context here. We love context here. Context is king. I moved in with my brother after my divorce 3 months ago. So you're living at your brother's place, and brought my 18-year-old daughter with you. Okay, she's 18. My brother and his girlfriend have a 9-month-old daughter, your niece. Yes, okay. Context makes sense. This happened past Friday. My brother's girlfriend was on a shift. She's a nurse. Okay. So presumably that's the mother of, my brother and his girlfriend. Yep. So they had a baby out of wedlock. Somebody tell the Christians. Somebody. They're living in sin, right? Close that up. No, they're living in sin. You're both assholes. No, all right. Also, she's a nurse, and my brother was in a work from home. All right. Look, I have problems with some of the sort of acronyms and initializations that I come across. Okay, I realize I had a problem with ATA. Oh, I forgot to end the poll. All right, I definitely didn't. I definitely didn't steal that from Amy Newman. She closes her polls. Trust me. Work from home meeting. Okay. I was out of the house for hours. He's watching the baby via nanny cam, and apparently she needed a diaper change, but he was so busy. He texted my daughter asking if she'd go in and quickly change her cousin's diaper, but she refused. She told me that she had her reasons. Reason one. She doesn't feel comfortable around babies. Okay. 2, she was already late for a friend's birthday party. Her other friend and brother were waiting on her outside. My brother insisted, but she refused, which made him cut the meeting and getting kicked out of it. My daughter was out of the house at that point. Okay, so she doesn't feel comfortable. She's got baby phobia, apparently. And she was running late, so she didn't want to change the baby's diapers. Okay. I got home and there was a huge argument. I found my brother berating my daughter for not helping her with her baby cousin and doing him this small one-time favor. Now he got kicked out of his meeting. My daughter was crying, so I told my brother off and said that his daughter is his and his girlfriend's responsibility, and he shouldn't rely on my daughter for her care. He explained how it was just a one-time favor, and he's been very supportive of us since I divorced my ex. but I told him that's not an excuse to force my daughter to do what she didn't feel comfortable with. His girlfriend got involved and called me a grateful arsehole. Wait, there's grateful assholes? Can you be an arsehole? I mean, I presume they mean ungrateful arsehole. I presume. And told us we have 2 weeks to move out. I tried to speak to my brother about his girlfriend's decision, but he shut me off, saying I was in the wrong for telling him off instead of holding my daughter accountable for her lack of support. Wow. Okay. So he's getting kicked out because your brother yelled at the daughter, making her cry, and then he stood up for the daughter and said, don't. Yeah, so this sounds tangled. Oof. What do you think, chat? I really want to know what chat thinks about this. This is a complicated one. I think grateful for beginning. Yeah, maybe he is grateful for being he's an asshole and really grateful that he's an asshole. I'm really, really happy about it. Oh, one momento. What do you think, chat? I kind of think that you would like an 18-year-old girl to help, but she's an 18-year-old girl. You know what I mean? Like me at 18, I would probably say, hey, I don't know how to change a diaper. I don't really feel comfortable changing a diaper because I got no idea how to change a diaper. He is the one that was supposed to be. I mean, what did he think would happen if he was working from home and the baby had a soiled nappy? Like, what if the daughter wasn't there? What was he going to do then? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm actually coming down on the side that the daughter, you'd hope that she would help. Like, you'd hope that she would help. In an ideal situation, but she's an 18-year-old girl. I think that having a talk with her instead of berating her to the point that she was crying is probably a good idea. I think there's other things you could do. A teenager should never be forced to care for a baby. Yeah, Maya, I mean, so, and I guess the word is forced there. They didn't want to care for this baby. Like, what if she had no idea how to change a nappy? I'm sorry, Doorknob Head, but only if you don't have a wrench, you can't make wrench suggestions. I'm sorry. That's the rules. I don't make them. I just enforce them. I'm sorry. I like Sandy. Look, stop causing trouble, Doorknob Head. Stop. Look, you're going. You're vastly approaching number one on my problematic people list. You're right. You're right below her at this point. Stop it. Stop it. No, I never said you're number one. I said you're approaching number one. You're doing a good job to get to number one. Yeah, look, and it depends. A lot of this depends on how how they approached it, right? How they, if the daughter just said, like F you, I'm not changing that's one thing. So, but it sounds like she just was really not comfortable running late, and it's not her responsibility. So let's look at responsibility. Who has the responsibility? I think that the brother has the responsibility. And if the daughter wasn't there, he would have had exactly the same problem, that he would have had to quit his meeting, kind of thing. So I think if the daughter helped him, it could be it would be morally virtuous, but I don't think she's got a sort of moral obligation. I don't think it's morally necessary to help the guy with his daughter. It's not her responsibility. She didn't agree to that responsibility, and there were reasons why she didn't. And you know what? It doesn't really matter what the reasons are. I don't think you have to explain the reasons why you don't want to do somebody a favor. I think that the brother's like, well, it's a small favor, but it may not have been to the daughter. If she's never changed a diaper before and felt like, what if I stuff it up and that something happens to the baby? That's not a small favor then. It's a small favor to the brother from his perspective, but it's not a small favor, or it may not be a small favor to the daughter. I'm not entirely convinced that the daughter is just being lazy or whatever. It might be that she's really scared about changing a diaper. I think that and again, with all of this, the lack of empathy in all of this is horrible. And the other horrible thing is that the girlfriend, like, because she's kicking them out, the daughter's going to feel like she got them kicked out, kind of thing. But again, context is king, of course, king context. But like, they could have been doing other things that annoyed the girlfriend. It seems like a bit of a stretch to sort of kick them out. 2 weeks to move out because of this incident. Like, it feels like these people are not good communicators. But are you an arsehole for not communicating well? I don't think that's the case. I really don't think so. But let's give it to the people. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right, Hannah. No one owes anyone else favors. Yeah. And a big favor, if you ask somebody a favor, you might be thinking, oh, it's a tiny little favor, but it may not be to them. The size of the favor is all about perspective and is so subjective, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you might say, hey, could you just jump up on that ladder and grab that thing? And they go, no, I'm not going to do that. It may be because, it might be because they are afraid of heights, say, right? Or they have had a bad experience on a ladder. I don't know if there's a phobia of ladders. Probably there's a phobia of almost everything. So, Wesley, you are so welcome here, Wesley. But we're talking about this Reddit post and things like that. So you're very welcome to be here, but we've got to keep with what we're currently talking about, mate. And I really want to welcome you to the stream. I don't think I've seen you a lot. And please, no all capsing and no, sort of preaching in this stream, or probably any other stream, to be honest with you. Did the daughter even owe the favor? That's a good question. I mean, I suppose, look, from their point of view, they may have gone, well, we're doing you the favor by putting you up in our house, kind of thing, right? So they probably felt they were owed implicitly a favor because the daughter was living there. And they may have agreed to help out, or at least the father may have agreed to help out. So maybe it wasn't a favor in isolation, and this is why I say context is king. It's an unfair. Is asking the neighbor, and James Wolfe says, is asking the neighbor to feed the cat for a week a big favor? Current dilemma of mine. It may be. It may be a big favor. What if that person is allergic to cats? What if that person feels really uncomfortable going into somebody's house? I don't think you can. I think you can establish the size of a favor from your end, but you can't establish the size of the favor in their perspective. Like, that may be a huge favor for them, which might not be a big favor for you, or vice versa. You may be really grateful for somebody going, oh, that's a huge favor you did me. And they're like, it was nothing. Yeah, and Dono, I agree. Like, if someone posts something like this, it is just one side of the story. So, I mean, we're all aware of that. It is just one side of the story. What's really odd is, the ones that clearly the person that posted it is a complete dickhead, and that's them giving their side, edited and all. So, that's the most charitable one, which is kind of, yeah. What the other people? Your brother is responsible for taking care of a daughter. OP is responsible for providing housing for himself and his daughter. When someone is doing you a big favor, it might be wise to reciprocate with small favors. Well, yeah, that's true. I must admit, I'm not that familiar with Reddit. Can I? Oops, I'm sorry. We're just checking out some random poster for some reason. I'm not sure why. The brother felt entitled to verbally abuse the 18-year-old niece-daughter. I object for the no assholes ruling. Oh, they've got rulings? Where do we find this ruling? Man, I'm the one running the stream, and I'm asking you guys. That's that's hilarious. OP has offered the following explanation. I know that's original poster, right? No one has to explain that one to me. Come on. They might be the asshole. Tom, look, it's really weird. Look, the field that I'm in is all about acronyms and initializations, right? So I work, or rather I study to go to work in the distributed networks field, so network engineering. So everything is TCP/IP, which is Transmission Control Internet Protocol, DHCP, IP, DNS, all of these acronyms. So I think the reason why I don't know any others outside my field is because my brain has an acronym and initialization section. Oh, by the way, the difference between an acronym and initialization if you don't know, I'm going to mansplain this to you because that's apparently what we've got to do these days, is that an acronym is like NASA, where you say something. An initialization is something like DHCP, which stands for Dynamic Host Control Protocol. So because you say NASA, that's an acronym. Whereas if you spell it out like DHCP, that's an initialization. The more you know. But yeah, I think that section of my brain has put all of these initializations and acronyms in, like HTML and DHCP and all of this stuff, that it's pushed out every single other acronym, and it's pushed that up. Titan, so good to see you, my friend. You are a wonderful person, and it's so good to see you. But yeah, I don't. So this is the reason why I don't know any acronyms or initializations. It's not because of ignorance. It's because I know so many that the ones in common parlance have been shoved out of my head and onto the floor. So don't ask me why I don't know them more. Told my brother off when he berated my daughter for not changing her cousin's diaper. I might be the arsehole for telling him off when he was right that my daughter could have helped this one time, since he usually doesn't ask for help and since you've been so supportive of us. Okay. So how do I find out what they decided? Have they made a thing? Have they made a thing? I want a voting guide? Excuse me, chat. Just occupy yourself. Oh, more acronyms. Look, I've already told you. I don't have room for these. I don't have room for these. You're the asshole, not the asshole. Everyone sucks here. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna keep this voting guide. No assholes. Info or not enough info for situations. All right. We can use this in the poll. This will make the polls easier to do if you are enjoying the polls. And the poll says that people are enjoying the polls, so I'm going to take that as a. I yelled SHP and your bot yelled at me. SHP now triggers a reminder to report shitposts and not comments on. Okay. Was our old acronym for shitpost. Wait, so ETA. Why isn't the ESH flare? Oh, ETA is everyone's the asshole. Oh, Kata. Yeah, well, I was wondering what ETA meant because I was like, estimated time of arrival. Did this have an ETA after it? No, another one did. Hold it. ETA. Does that mean everyone's the asshole? What did Kata say it was? Kata said it was something, and it made sense and was logical, and everyone's the asshole doesn't seem to make sense. So I if any of you know what Kata said it was and whether that's true or not. No, Surgeon General, don't. It's not estimated time of arrival. SMH meant so much hate. No, that's shake my head, isn't it? Megan? Everyone's the arsehole. Clearing up some confusion, the money, the accusing or not. Oh, maybe that means information to suggest that maybe everyone's the arsehole. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I thought Kata's explanation fitted better. Or fit better. Everyone's the ass. No. No, that doesn't fit there. She said it was extra something. Like extra information kind of thing. Extra. Oh, I feel really bad. Kata, they posted what it was and now I don't remember it. That's terrible. I'm sorry, Kata. I'm really sorry. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I think you're right, Hannah. I think I am overthinking this. I just, I think I want to get this right, and I think I'm getting a bit too pedantic. That was a die for one. So is this like that people are voting on it, but it hasn't been? I should be upvoting these, right? Yeah, SMH is definitely shaking my head. Definitely. I'm going to upvote these as well. All right. It's time. All right. Well, I'll do one more. I usually go over stream time anyway, but I was only going to go for an hour and a half. This is actually quite fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are as well, but I am having a bit of a blast. Okay. So edited to add. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That makes more sense to me. Edited to add. ETA. Yes. That makes more sense. Well, that's the one I'm going with. So in this one, it's the girlfriend is the biggest arsehole. Okay. All right. So this will be the last one for the day. So I apologize, everybody. Empiricism transforms anarchists. I don't think that's true. I think empiricism does nothing for anarchists' beliefs, Richard. And it's so good to see you, Richard. Much love, mate. Much love. I was on Richard's stream the other day, had a fantastic conversation with him and James Apperson. It was really good. So do check out Richard if you have the time. It's fun. Am I the arsehole for banishing my teenage daughter's friend from our house because she made fun of my weight? What? Banishing. It's a very medieval response to a joke, but I, 37 female, have 2 kids with my husband, 41 male, a 14-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. Our daughter has always been a little socially awkward, to the point we've had her tested since we suspected her of being on the spectrum. Turns out she isn't on the spectrum. She's just a natural introvert. That's okay. It's okay. She's just a bit socially awkward. That's all right. However, this year in school, we were thrilled when our daughter made a new friend her age, since it's an area which she struggles. Yeah, that's cool. Long story short, she recently invited a new friend over with our approval to have dinner at our house and then spend the night. So my daughter's friend came over. My husband is usually the cook in the family, and this night was no exception. He made us all a really nice meal. During the course of said meal, I asked my daughter's friend, "Are you enjoying the food?" She responded, "Yes. Your husband is a great cook. No wonder you've ended up a bigger woman." Sure. The room got quiet for several moments. My husband tried to laugh it off and change the subject, but I wasn't having it. Is that the exact words said? The girl had just leveled a completely uncalled for insult at me. Wait, she's 14. My daughter's friend seemed to realize she messed up but didn't say anything else. We finished an awkward dinner in mostly silence, and my daughter's friend did stay the night. This was a couple of months ago. Recently, my daughter asked if she could have her friend back over, and I told her, sure, if she's going to apologize to me. You've been stewing on this for a couple of months. Okay, well, I mean, that's a thing you could do, I guess. When our daughter asked what I meant, I reminded her of what she said. My daughter responded that it was over and she didn't want to bring it up again. Then she went to her father and asked. He said, sure, but then she told him what I'd said. He came to me and said, daughter's friend just felt awkward and tried to make a joke. It didn't land. For the sake of our daughter, can't you just let it go? I kind of feel that way. Yes, I could. Well, why don't you? But the thing is, I just want an apology from the girl. I need to see that she understands how rude she was before I can get on board with her and my daughter hanging out. My husband said I am being weird for insisting on an apology from a 14-year-old. Yes, you are. Especially since that girl is such a good friend of our daughter. I think it's weird that I'm still waiting for an apology from that same girl. What? She's 14. Seriously, that's all I need. I just need to know that my friend of my daughter is willing to own her own screw-ups. You're being weird. I'm going to upvote it anyway. But you're being weird. I don't know. Am I crazy? Like, it's a 14-year-old girl. If a 14-year-old made a joke about like me being bald or something, it wouldn't worry me. I understand you're sensitive about your weight, but I think she was just trying to say. Yeah, I mean, look, it's probably not a very delicate thing to say, but she's 14. Your daughter's socially awkward. Her friend might be socially awkward as well. Her friend may be on the autism spectrum. You don't know. An uncalled for insult at me. I think they're sensitive about their weight. I think they're really sensitive about their weight. But a 14-year-old isn't going to understand that necessarily. Like some might not. I know when I was 14, I made some really, weird and possibly quite insulting things to people that I just didn't understand they were insulting. I think as the adult, you kind of have to be the bigger person. I think. I mean, I'll put it to you, but I wanna say that I'm really what have I done? What have I done? I wonder if I can fit this. I'm just copying and pasting because I've stolen this entire segment off somebody. I might as well steal the voting options off them as well. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, really. I mean, I've stolen a bit. I might as well steal the poll as well. Who is morally bankrupt in this situation? I probably should explain what they are. So next time I'll spell them out, but it's basically you're the asshole, meaning the poster is the asshole. Not the asshole, meaning the poster isn't the asshole. Everyone sucks here, meaning everybody's to blame for the situation. No assholes here, meaning they're everybody's in the clear. Everybody's okay. And I will do the other ones, like the full things later. I didn't think about it because of my professionalism and the way that I conduct myself in this stream. YMA. What's YMA? There's no option that's YMA. What are you talking about? Look, I'm not having a poll on whether I'm an asshole, SG. There's no way. I don't want that information. I don't. I'm not sure I can handle that. Oops. Yeah. Let's see what the posters are saying. Oh, YTA. You're the asshole. Like, so basically, yeah, no. Just. Yes. Okay. So, asshole enthusiast. Okay. So, wow. Did it ever occur to you the reason why your daughter and your girl and your daughter clicked as friends is they're both socially awkward? Yes, that's exactly what I said. Queef Latina is correct in this instance. Yes, listen to Queef Latina. No, I don't really want to start a chat. Thank you. You know what? I'm going to upvote that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Well, then vote on the poll, Tux. Just look. I'll make the poll better next time. That is not my fault. Look, this poll has been polled and voted for by the people. It's been voted for and approved by the people of the reading room. Yeah, thanks for the wisdom, Queef Latina. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and the whole point is that do you really want to sacrifice your daughter's happiness being with friends and for your pride and this thing? Like, just, you know, I think that this person probably needs or they may need, because I don't know them, you know, it's like I'm talking about them like I know them, but they may need some help coming to terms with their weight and sort of what that entails. And I get that it's kind of like it's a sensitive subject for you. I get that. It's just when you've got a daughter with her, like they've just made a friend and they want to come over again. I really think you should let it go and be on the side of, hey, let's just, for the sake of your daughter, just, you know, sort of thing. And this is the thing. If a 14-year-old basically says, you know, oh, you're a bigger woman, and then you're thinking about it a couple of months later, there's more there than someone just being a little rude to you, especially if it's 14-year-old. Like there's something there that may be an issue that you need to deal with. Because if that was months ago and you're still angry about it, look, if it happens again and again, it may be an issue on the side of the 14-year-old. But it sounds like she realized it was awkward and it wasn't the right thing to say. Yeah. Oh, hey, Trustee Ape. Yeah. No, I kind of agree with you. I kind of agree. Yeah, and using banish is a bit extreme. You know, it is very sort of a tyrannical word, isn't it? I'm going to banish you from my house. Wait, can I banish somebody from my room? I think I can. I think I've banished Jill, actually, which is hilarious. I'm sure I'll make another account and come back in someday, but that's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
You're the asshole. You should have asked for an apology at the table. What she said was very rude, and I think she knew it as soon as it came out of her mouth. But she didn't know what to do to make it right. If you said that's very rude and I'd like an apology, she would have said, well, I don't look, poster, Major Brother 8416. I don't think you know what she would have said. You missed your teaching moment. Well, I mean, she did say her husband changed the subject, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe she wouldn't. Maybe you should just ignore it. Maybe, yeah. 3 months later. You're the asshole. Stop it. Happy Banana is telling you to stop it. Just cut it out. Stop. You're the adult here. Don't pick a fight with a 14-year-old child. Yeah, that's fair. Happy Banana has a good point. It's clear this kid didn't mean to upset you. Do you want to sabotage your own child's friendships because of your ego? Yeah, and I said that too. Yes, I am kind of... I think it's pretty disgusting of putting your daughter in the middle of this. Wait, is the daughter in the middle of it? Oh, yeah, you now expect your daughter to tell her friend she has to apologize. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I think you are. I mean, people tell me I'm bald all the time, and they're adults. Well, alleged adults. It is my chat that I am talking about. You took the glory away from... Look, Titan has enough glory. Like, don't... Well, see, the thing is, Maya, Titan will understand that it will hurt Jill more for me to ban him than for Titan to ban him, right? Because he's been banned tons of times by Titan. And you know, he's never been banned by me. So I think that the correct decision was having me do it because he's obsessed with me and it'll hurt more. So yeah, I stand by that decision, man. I stand by it. And if you don't like it, make a post on Reddit about it, because apparently that's what we do now. That's what we do. Yeah, I think the postings are basically on board. Let's see how the poll went. Yeah. Everybody agrees. It sucks. It sucks that somebody has brought up your weight. If you are a bigger girl, if you are a large woman, I think that maybe what would be best for you, in my opinion, is sort of coming to terms with that, or doing something about it, perhaps, if you're not happy being a bigger woman. But I think a 14-year-old pointing it out it's not going to help, and it doesn't help you. You're seething over this after 3 months, enough to put a Reddit post up. Apparently, I think that you either need to come to terms with that, or you can always do something about your weight. There is people to help you, and while saying this, I'm thinking, man, I need to get back to the gym. Like sorry, but I really do. I checked my blood pressure and it was a bit high, so I do need to get back to the gym and do some exercise. So I'm going to hold you responsible, chat. Hold you responsible for my health. That's a good idea. Well, I mean, that was great. That's about all I wanted to do. I did say that I would end it after this. And yeah, so that's fantastic. I really enjoyed doing that. This wasn't my idea. I did see another streamer doing this, and I thought, that is great. That is fantastic. And morally ambiguous situations that aren't in any way really harming anybody. It's not a trans issue, it's not a gay issue, it's not a freedom of religion issue, or separation of church and state, and all these other things that we talk about. It wasn't any of those issues. It is really just inconsequential crap, right? There are very few people this is going to affect. Yeah, Tux, go live. Hey, just a second, mate. I'll give you a wrench so you can post a link. Just a sec. There you go. That should be cool. There you go, mate. So yeah, do post a link so people can make their way over to Tux TV. He'll be continuing on the madness and marvelousness of the reading room over at Tux TV. Yeah, and I've really enjoyed this. So thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I've really enjoyed doing this, and I think it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. If you want to, on the way out, if you do feel like it, do give a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I think depending on the feedback I did. Hang on. What do you mean the feedback I did? I've got a tool for this, people. I've got a tool for this. There you go. I have tools. Shut up, Gur. Yes, it's a poll. Mark has a tool. I think some people is like, Mark is a tool. Yes, I am a very great tool. Yes. So yeah, I had a blast. So thank you so much for joining me, and I love getting all your takes on it as well. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, that was fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. We'll let the poll run for a little bit. He made a poll about the poll. I did make a poll. I got totally meta, Naya. I absolutely did. Yes, I will stand by that. And if you don't like it, make a Reddit post about it and say, am I the arsehole? I berated somebody. I made fun of somebody for doing a poll about a poll. Oh, no problem, Richard. Thank you so much, mate. Good night, Surgeon General. Good night, everybody. If you are going to bed, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for everything. Enjoyed all the tools. Yes, chat is a tool. So everybody enjoyed it. So I'll probably run it again the same time, same day next week, and just go through this madness that is this page, because I've going. Oh, you've got something on, Bree, as well. You're premiering. Do feel free to link it in the chat. Please do. I think everybody that needs to. I want you to be able to put it in. Everyone is the tool. Yep, that's right, Richard. We'll have an acronym for that one as well. We'll have that one. Oh, too many choices. Yeah, I know, Maya. It's sad. But anyway, please be kind to yourself and to each other. And I really do mean that. I think that we can all be kinder to ourselves, and I want to be more kind to myself. So that's going to be my catchphrase from now on, because I think like, for instance, when's the last time you thanked yourself for doing the dishes or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, if somebody did the dishes for you, like my wife did the dishes, I'd be like, thank you, baby. That's so nice. But you never thank yourself. So go out of your way to thank yourself for something today, for doing something that helps you today, and be kind to yourself and each other. Thank you.